Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. My name is Scott, and for today's shave, yes, we're using Captain's Choice Sandalwood soap. And of course, and see the little sample, of course, that's going to go in a giveaway. And then we've got the matching aftershave. That won't go in a giveaway. I don't ship the alcohol products. And I've been using that too, by the way. So there's just a little bit left of that. But the soap, yeah, I've kind of been saving to the turn here. And of course, the razor of the day is the Parker adjustable. What do they call this thing? I know it's the twist adjustable razor. I forget the actual model name for this one, but that's what this one is. And really liking it, although haven't been enjoying my shaves this week, and it's not the razor's fault. So the razor has always performs well, but it's the blade I used. What did I use here for? Let me pause here one sec. There we go, back again. Sorry, I just had to go reaching for the razor blades. I had kind of a bad experience on Sunday when I went and used this blade for the first time in this razor. So yeah, I started shaving with this on Sunday, and I used this blade, the Balzano razor here. This thing, it didn't work for me at all. To me, didn't work well with my face, was way too rough, did not enjoy it at all. And in fact, it was such a poor shave that I went to try and true. Okay, if it's maybe it's the blade and razor combo, because you got to try that. So I threw it in my Edwin Jagger, tried and true. I know what that thing's like, and I put it in that, and yeah, it was equally as bad. So this blade doesn't behave well for me. So but I want to hear, did any of you guys really love this blade? Because I'm curious, because for me, yeah, I won't be purchasing that ever again. That's not going to be in my rotation. So yeah, those are going to go giveaway too, so you all can try it as well. But yeah, so I did put in another blade in the razor for Tuesday's shave, and it was okay. I'm trying to remember which blade it was. Oh, sorry, it's escaping me. But for today, but it was okay. It wasn't great, so I'm going back to basics. Let me open this up, show you what I put in there now. I haven't used it yet, but I put it in yesterday. Astra Superior Green. So that's what's in there now. Tried and true. Yeah, I didn't even go to my Gillette Silver Blue is my favorite. I didn't even go to that. Just tried and true Astras. Want a decent shave, so that's why I did that. Oops, let me adjust this thing too here. So I just tightened it all the way down, and that's what you do. You saw how simple that was. Two-piece razor, you throw the top on there, but it does line. I will tell you, yeah, you do have lines on one side. See the lines? You got to match that little, like triangle shaped thing and with the top line, because the other side is just plain, and you have to line it up that way. It does require you to do that. So let me just, oops, sorry, screw it all the way down. So all the way down is on number 1. If you see that, see the dot line number 1. I'm going to go up to like 3.5. I think that's where we're going. We're going to 3.5 right now. We're just knocking it down because I can shave that thing on a 1-5 all day, every day too. But we're going to mellow it out a little bit today. So yeah, I want a good shave. Didn't have a good week of shaves, and for me, shaving is part of the enjoyment of my week, of that particular day that I'm shaving. So yeah, I want it to be enjoyable today. So that's where it is. So let me just splash the water on the face, because yes, I've already washed my face. You can see the wet shirt. But I'm just splashing a little water on it because it's been a couple of minutes. The soap is already whipped up, and I already put the soap in this crockery bowl before I realized I should put it in my Captain's Choice bowl for the Captain's Choice soap and aftershave, but didn't think of it until afterwards, and I wasn't going to scrape it out and do it again, so yeah. But the soap whipped up very nicely, nice and peaky, nice. I went a little extra moist on the soap. I did add a little bit of water to this as it was going along. I've been on a kick with having a little bit wetter shave cream on my face, this past week or so anyway. It does tend to like drip more and stuff when you do that, but it also, to me, I just get a nice shave out of it too, and it's just nice and moist. Just really take advantage of the slickness of the soap and all that when you make it down. See, it's like, not that you could tell on camera because it's going on equally as good, whether it's a little thicker or not. So you really can't tell, other than a little bit of foam might go flying around a little bit. So alrighty, so warming up the razor in the sink. Soap up my nose. There we go. Shake it off. Here we go. Yep, on 3.5. There we go. And pass one with the grain. yes, going well here. So yes, glad I put in a little Astra blade. Just a little back to basics thing here. Going a little bit gingerly here too, because even on Sunday when I did that other blade, I cut my lip here too a little bit, so I'm trying to avoid it a little bit. And of course, we're taking off 2 days growth. So yes, much better shave today. Much better shave. Okay, put that aside. And let's get soaped up for lather with the lather for pass 2. Oh, sorry. Nose itching there. The pollen here in North Carolina is starting to dissipate now. Well, the pine pollen is just yellow everything. We've got other like oak trees and stuff that are seeding out now. And of course, the azaleas are all in bloom and everything too. And that's why the Masters is held. The Masters Golf Tournament is going on now because they want all the shrubbery and everything to be in bloom. So that's why they always have it. Well, you see it's so colorful at the Masters because, yeah, it's during the blooming of all the shrubs and trees and what have you. So if you're going through the channels, yeah, click on the stop on the Masters Tournament and watch that a little bit today. You'll notice all the color. Alrighty, pass 2 is all lathered up. Now, pass 2, of course, is across the grain. And I'm assuming you're hearing that. It is a noisy razor. You definitely get that auditory feedback. You get that a lot too with Ohio Shaves. If you watch him, I watch him. He's one of the ones I watch. And if you watch him too, he must have a really good speaker and whatever he's using for his recording equipment, because every razor he uses, you could get a lot of auditory feedback on his videos. Alrighty. And yes, I'm rinsing a bit more just because it's a little bit wetter shave soap, so it's a little bit more drippy, so that's why I'm not just automatically flipping to the other side. There we go. Oh. Pull for the spot. That's better. And here. Yeah, we're good. Here we go. Pass 2. Uneventful. Loving it. Had enough events earlier in the week, so we were trying out different blades. It just wasn't enjoyable. But now that today it is. So yes. And that's my goal for you. If you're a new shaver, is when you're starting out trying these new products, what have you too, if you're going to be trying the double-head safety razors or other equipment, it's like, if you're not enjoying it, something's wrong too, because I truly enjoy having a shave here. A 3-pass shave, very enjoyable. And yes, I've been at it for a while, so yes, I have accessories, but you don't, to start, no, you don't need that. I didn't have any of that stuff for like the first 4 to 6 years. I just had soap and one razor and one brush and no bowl, and it's fine. You don't have to get all the other stuff. But I enjoy it, so yes, I have that too. The bowls, yeah, I've got a collection of bowls and brushes and razors, as we say. I went down the rabbit hole and enjoying every minute of it. I get enjoyment too, because I'm already thinking about what am I going to use starting tomorrow for a razor. And having, you know, and that's enjoyable just thinking about that as well. And yes, I do have them pretty much in rotation, but I don't have to go, I've got like 4 or 5 boxes of razors. So I go through. I've got high-end razors, middle of the road razors, and inexpensive razors. And really enjoy them, really do enjoy them. No matter what the value is on them, you know, how much, you know, I paid for it, it's like, yeah, it's like, if it's in my collection, I'm going to be enjoying it. There we go. And you notice I come across this way, then I go across this way. It's because the hair is kind of growing a V shape like right around here, so I'm trying to get it at different angles. There we go. Seems smooth. Yep, yep. Stretch the neck, keep it taut, the skin. Yep, and I didn't like move the Adam's apple up to get it out of the way. I don't do that because I've got a mild enough setting too where it's, you know, it doesn't bite me, it doesn't get me that way. But we are gonna do a little pickup pass here. So we just splash on some water out of the sink. The way I like to do it. Really light, really light. I'm pretty much just dragging this across with no pressure at all. Trying to keep it light. There you go, that side's good. Water on this side. It's funny, you can still hear the auditory feedback even though the shave is really close. There we go. And good, perfect, there we go. Nice shave today, yeah, so I'm enjoying that. So let me pause for a moment and wash up. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. Wash the face off with a warm washcloth and clean up the equipment, put it back. And let's see, it's time to get the cold water splash going here. So let me just turn the cold water tap on. Towel off the wall. Alrighty, and of course I like to end the shave with 2 splashes of cold water to help seal up the pores here. So one moment. Ah yes, some cold water and of course alum to put on it afterwards. And doing the cold water is not something I started off with, but I had learned over time when watching other shavers that it really does help the skin. I highly recommend it. Always do it. Even during a weekday shave when I'm getting ready for work and all that, I still do a cold water, 2 cold water splashes, and usually some alum. I really don't use witch hazel on my face anymore. Like the Thayers, whatever. I don't use it on my face as an aftershave. I really like the alum instead. Just my preference, and I know a lot of you out there will be using the witch hazel. Fine, it's, yeah, exactly. It's like what do you enjoy? And yes, it's on my counter because I do use it. I just don't use it to wash this part of my face. I usually wash like my forehead with it, because I'm washing this with a soap. The part I don't show you is when I'm washing up with my little facial soap. I basically wash up all over the nose, underneath the eye, basically up to eye level is what I do. So it's like, yeah, then above that I use that. And of course I've been trying this. I think I showed it to you last week. I got one of those tallows, beef tallows, that I've been using, like on, especially my nose, or the skin of my nose gets just all wonky, all blemished up, whatever too. So I've been using that. And I actually had a spot here and a spot here. You can kind of still see the remnants of a little bit, but this helped with that too, amazingly so. I'm amazed. I'm getting more and more impressed now that I've used this for a couple of weeks. What it can do for me, you know, that moisture and all that too. So I'm using it on, you know, all my nose skin. I'm using it on the eyebrows too, because those can get dry, all heavy too, and through here. So yeah, so I'm really enjoying it on my face. Yes, it's shiny, but that dissipates. You don't have to, you know, it soaks into your skin, what have you. But yeah, so that's been working good. But I like that. And of course, now we have to go aftershave. And I have been spraying this in with the Florida water is what I have been doing, but I want to do a full direct match, so we're not going to do that today. Just go, there we go. Spray it in the hands. And I don't spray it in my face because, yeah, I wear contacts. If I miss it, it's like, yeah, that would be a pause for pain. So I don't do that. There we go. Just a classic sandalwood scent. Mostly woodsy with just a little bit of sweetness in it is how I would describe it. Because there are those that are very sweet, like the Taylor of Old Bond Street has a very sweet sandalwood, and then Phoenix will have a more, well, actually they have like several, but the original one was more of a true woodsy scented one. Just so there seems to be a gambit of how people do their sandalwoods, and I kind of like them all. I really kind of like the variety of the more woodsy, the more I enjoy it. I enjoy all of it. So yes, I do like that. And you'll get your likes and dislikes. For example, I don't care for Peanut's barbershop scent anymore. I just used it too much early on. That's kind of like all I had for a while. So kind of used it too much. I never use it anymore. Don't have it in the house. Don't have any plans of buying it. But I like trying other people's brands of barbershops, their scent profiles, because they're so much different. So yes, I do. I still try the scent, just not that particular brand. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the shave as much as I did. And with that, go with God.